Okay, if you have a quick announcement, please signify by using a reaction button. Okay, Mr. Richard Alamia. You're on mute, Mr. Alamia.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
My client is with me here. I hope you can see her.
Okay, good morning, ma'am. And what number are you on the court docket?
Number 33.
Okay, that is Sierra 1915511-I, State of Texas versus Lisa Lynn Guerrero. And what is your announcement,
Your
Counselor?
Honor, are we going to apply for the pretrial diversion?
Okay, any additional announcement by the state?
Yes, Judge, we see that the defendant is PTD eligible.
Okay, how much time do you need, Mr. Alamia?
Can you give me 3 months?
Okay, I can go as far as September 2nd.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, will that be for placement? Because by then she'll have to have applied.
That's correct, Judge. For 3 months, I would think at that point she would be ready for placement.
Right. So I'm gonna put her for placement because she should have applied and gotten everything taken care of within that time period. So it'll be September 2nd at 1:30.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
That's all we have.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Attorney Jonathan Almanza?
Tracy?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 1 and number 44 in the court's docket. Number 44 is a status conference. It's same defendant, Your Honor. And I apologize. He's set for an arraignment. I'm not sure if that's a quick announcement for number 1, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, yes, I mean, I'll just go ahead and do it right now. Is he English speaking or Spanish speaking?
He speaks English, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Moreno, please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Yes, I do.
Lower your hand. Have him speak up. In cause number CR 21-04586-I, State of Texas versus Marcos Ruiz Moreno, is that your true and correct name, sir?
Yes, it is.
Sir, you are here before the court charged with a driving while intoxicated, a Class B misdemeanor, which carries a potential penalty of up to 6 months in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine upon conviction. Do you understand the range of punishment that you can receive for the offense of which you are charged, sir?
Yes, I do.
Has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No.
Counselor, in speaking with your client, do you find him to be mentally competent and able to assist you in his own defense?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, then the court will make a finding that he is mentally competent and able to assist you in his own defense, enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. And what is the status on the other one so these cases can run together?
Yes, Your
Judge,
Honor.
if I may, real quick. Judge, if the state requests the defendant obtain a device.
Yes, and I will do that. Let me just hear the announcement on the statuses. This is the second, Mr. Almanza, so your client will be required to have a mobile monitoring device, but I will get to that as soon as you give me the status on the other one. So on number 44, CR 1907733-I, what is the status?
Yes, Your Honor, we were pending a PTD application. He already has his mobile alcohol monitoring device. But once he picked up this charge, that obviously became not an option. I just got discovery in this case. He just got this is his arraignment. So I'm going to try to work something out with the state to see what we can do, considering PTD on that first one is no longer an option due to this second charge.
Okay, so then the mobile alcohol monitoring device, he's already ordered to have it on the first one?
Yes, Your Honor. He's had it for a few months already. I think maybe 6 months.
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Soto, do you have a report on him?
No, Judge, I do not.
Okay, who does he have that device with?
Soberson.
Sober Sense, Your Honor, and I can email that the receipt if Ms. Soto would like me to.
Judge, I will request reports today, Judge.
Okay, what is your client's phone number, sir?
956-685-8635.
Ms. Soto, did you get that?
Yes, Judge, I did.
Okay,
Judge, if I may, he is a DWI court candidate. He does have only 2 DWI pending, no priors, and nothing else other than those two. So if they want to submit a DWI court app within 45 days, they can do so.
Your Honor, and I am leaning towards that. That is the option that I'm considering taking. I'm going to recommend that to my client.
Okay. So then, how much time do you need, Mr. Almanza?
45 days is fine, Your Honor. I haven't put a client into the DWI courts. I'll just have to get the application whenever is necessary and then get with my client to confirm. So 45 days is fine, and we'll definitely submit. That's our deadline to submit anyway.
It's the same app as it's a PTD app, just on the top right-hand corner if you write DWI court. So,
Okay,
yes,
well, then we have it ready, Your Honor. We will submit it in 45 days.
Okay, let's come back on August the 12th at 9:30. And by then, I'll expect that he does apply to DWI court. That way you'll receive an answer and we'll know what direction we're going to take on those two cases.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay. He is ordered to remain on the device. And Ms. Soto will be pulling his report. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor. I have no further matters with the court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
Likewise. Attorney Richard Gonzalez?
Judge, good morning. I have two quick announcements. The first one is going to be number 29 on the docket.
Okay. Okay, that is CR 19042447-I, the state of Texas versus Samantha Garza.
She is on this morning, Judge. I checked. My announcement today, Your Honor, is I received the final recommendation on this case. I received the plea documents yesterday, so I'm just asking for a brief reset to get Ms. Garza signed up and ready for the plea.
Okay, and Ms. Garza, can you unmute yourself and announce yourself, please?
Yes, ma'am, I'm right here.
Okay, and so how much time do you need?
I can get this done within 2 weeks, Judge.
Okay. June 29th at 1:30, and that'll be for a plea.
Not a problem, Judge.
Okay,
Judge, and I also have number 11 on the docket.
okay, Ms. Garza, you are excused until June 29th at 1:30.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. CR 210208-3-I, State of Texas versus Deanna Gail Kraft. Is Ms. Kraft present?
She is not present, Your Honor. Her mother contacted me late yesterday afternoon, early evening. Ms. Kraft is in some type of a extremely abusive relationship, Judge. She's been in and out of the hospital for the past month. According to her mother, the alleged abuser confiscated all her phones, destroyed them, destroyed all her electronics. So she's actually attempting to flee back to her hometown. She's not going to be on this morning, Judge. I would just ask if the court would maybe give me some time to bring her in. I have already been given a recommendation. The plea docs have been given to me. I've been in constant communication with her. It's just a matter of me signing her up and getting her on. But for whatever unforeseen circumstances occurred yesterday, all her electronics were essentially messed up and taken and stuff like that.
Okay, how much time are you requesting, sir?
Judge, if you could give me with maybe 30 days on this one, just so that way I don't come back with the same information at a later point in time. I think 30 days should allow her enough time to get her situation figured out.
I have July 22nd, and I'll set her up for the plea at 1:30.
27th or 22nd?
22nd.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, Judge, that's fine with me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Attorney John Rigney?
Good morning, Your Honor. John Rigney for Jose Lino, Judge. I'm not sure the number on the docket. I didn't have a chance to look that up. On this one, Judge, we have,
Well, give me a moment so I can find.
sorry, just let me,
80 cases on the
Number 36.
Okay, thank you. Okay, CR 1807314-I, State of Texas versus Jose Lino Jr. Is Mr. Lino present? Is Mr. Lino present? Mr. Rigney, did you see your client on the screen?
Yes, ma'am, I'm right here.
Okay. Mr. Lino, please turn your camera on. Okay, and Mr. Rigney, you're on mute. What is your announcement?
Judge, on this case, we have submitted the motion for expunction. We've served all the entities, Judge. We're just finishing to wrap that up. We have a hearing coming up in, I think it's late next month, early August.
Okay, how much time do you need?
30 days, Judge, and we'll see if by then where the expunction status is at.
Okay, well, will it be 30 days for a status? Or to conclude this case?
I think it'd just be a status, Judge, to see what's the expunction, the status of the expunction at that time.
Okay, the earliest I have is August 17th at 9:30.
That's fine, Judge.
So we'll see you back here, Mr. Lino, on that date.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's all before the court, Your Honor. We may be excused.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
likewise.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am. May I be excused?
yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Attorney Jorge Ortegon,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning, sir.
Judge, I'm here on two cases. The first one I'm here on is number 41 on the court's criminal docket. It's the state of Texas versus Michael Martinez, CR 20. And I, Judge, he is online.
Okay, hold on. Mr. De Los Santos, sit up. Sit up. Okay. Okay, so is Mr. Michael Martinez present?
He is,
I'm
Your
here
Honor, or Mike.
Okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, we need a little more time. This is a Class C misdemeanor that's been upgraded to a Class B, Judge. I'm hoping to get this worked out with Ms. Sano. I believe we've been in communication on it, Judge. We need about 30 days to try to see if we can get that finalized, Your Honor.
Okay, in 30 days, do you want me to set it for a plea or do you want me to set it for another status?
For another status, Judge, and if for some reason that's where it goes, well, that's where the court, but definitely a status point. I think that it could be taken care of via ADR, hopefully.
Okay, August 17th at 9:30. That is an extended time. See if you can get all of that taken care of by then. If for some reason he's ready for some type of placement or plea, let us know and we'll move you to the 131.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Okay,
For 7 on the court's criminal, could Mr. Michael Martinez be excused, Judge?
yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'm all, Your Honor, on number 7 on the court's criminal docket. This is CR 17-10948I, the state of Texas versus Jesus Castro. This is the case, Judge, that I've been recently substituted from Attorney Joe or Judge Joe Ramirez on. This case, Your Honor, we submitted the PTD application. He has been accepted. There is a $250 restitution. We were made aware of that late last week, Your Honor. We just like a little bit of time so I can get my client to pay the 200. I think it's 200 or 250. Rest, go ahead and get the paperwork from the state and get them signed up.
Okay, and is Mr. Castro present?
He is present, Your Honor, under Jesus Orlando Castro, Judge.
Mr. Castro, can you please unmute yourself and announce yourself?
Good morning, Judge.
Okay, good morning, sir. Okay, and how much time do you need, sir?
Mr. Castro, how long do you think you need to come up with $250 so we can, and then another 500 to get placed on the program? About 30?
30 days is fine.
We should be able to get it done, Your Honor, in about 30 days. And then we can get the plea paperwork from the state as soon as we get all of that turned in, Judge. So maybe if we can have like 45 days so we can try to have everything done by then.
And that'll be for placement?
That would be our understanding, Judge. We have gotten an email from Daniel stating that he is tentatively approved. I mean, he pays that. So the application and all that is already.
Okay, will July 22nd be enough time?
I think so, Your Honor.
Okay, so July 22nd at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have
Judge, Judge, if I may, Connie said the probation department, he did have an alcohol violation, Judge. On June the 13th, he skipped his morning test. He blew at 10:08 a.m. He did have an alcohol reading. And then he blew again at 10:16 and there was no face visible.
Okay, Mr. Castro, that's not gonna be acceptable. Do you understand that?
Yes, Judge.
If you're not gonna be able to do it like that, you're not even gonna be able to pass through the, make it through the PTD program. Mr. Ortegon, please have a talk with your client about that.
I'll explain it to him, Your Honor. I believe that he said it was mouthwash, but either way, I know he takes this seriously,
Well,
Judge.
He didn't show his face on the video. That has nothing to do with mouthwash.
I'll let him know, Your Honor. I'll have a talk.
So, if you can please talk to him about that. We'll see you back here on July 22nd at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that's all I have. May my client and I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Judge.
Attorney Melinda Diaz? You're on mute, Ms. Diaz?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, it's because I'm on another court too. I'm sorry. I'm number 48 on your docket, Your Honor. Josue Patlin, he is on video, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Patlin, please announce yourself.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and that is CR 208246-I. And what is your announcement, counsel?
Your Honor, there's two announcements. The first one is we were going to reset this hearing because he has another DWI that's pending. But in addition to, Judge, when we tried to reschedule it, I was informed that there were some violations. In further looking into it, I understand that Ms. Soto has information to clear up those errors.
Judge, Mr. Patlin has his mobile device with Lifesaver. He did have 19 skip tests and 19 out of window tests.
Okay, Mr. Patlin, you cannot, this is gonna be your first and final warning. You cannot be skipping any tests and you cannot be testing outside your window. You have to test during the time that you're ordered to test. If it's difficult for you, then talk to your attorney about another avenue. If not, if you come before me again with another violation, I will have you arrested. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and where is that other DWI? Is it an intake still?
Yes, Judge. It's still at intake.
Okay. Why don't we come back on August the 19th on the at 9:30? And as soon as that other case gets assigned to us, we'll make sure to put that same date on there. That should give it enough time to be processed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And you will have another report run at that time, Mr. Patlin. I expect 0 violations.
Okay.
Okay, anything else, Ms. Diaz?
Having nothing further, may we be excused, Your Honor?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Attorney Edelmiro Arredondo?
Morning, Judge. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
Judge, good morning. I have number 5 on your docket, Lizette Cardenas.
Okay, and is Ms. Cardenas present?
Yes, Judge. She's on Zoom.
Ms. Cardenas, can you please unmute and announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. That is CR 21-02868-I, State of Texas versus Lizette Cardenas. What is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, my client is PTD eligible. I just need a little bit more time to sign her up for the PTD, Judge.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Judge, we got a report from May 7th to June 16th that the defendant had 27 missed tests and 31 late tests.
Okay, Ms. Cardenas, that is completely unacceptable. I don't see how you're gonna make it through the PTD program if you can't even test during right now that you're out on bond. I don't think that you want to be, I don't think you want your bond to be revoked and have me incarcerate you, do you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, this isn't a game. So you test when you're supposed to test. If you come before me again and you have any missed tests, any skip tests, any alcohol violations, I will revoke your bond and have you picked up. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Arredondo, I expect that you will have a talk with your client
I will, Judge. I will admonish her further.
because she's not gonna make it. And you'll be wasting your time, her time, and the state's time. And you might as well just do something else. But if she wants a chance to keep this off her record, then she needs to start following the rules.
Yes, Your
So
Honor.
how much time do you need?
30 days, Judge, should be more than enough.
30 days for the application or 30 days for her, I mean, placement or what?
2 weeks, Judge, 2 weeks so we can sign her up.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is, the earliest that I have is August the 17th. By then, I expect that she's going to apply and that she'll be ready for placement.
Yes, Judge.
So I'm gonna set her for August the 17th at 1:30. That will not be a status. That will be to already place her. Because
Yes.
I'm very limited on dates right now. And right now, the soonest I have is that time. So we need to just kind of speed it up a little bit.
Yes, Judge, I'll have her signed up this week.
Okay. So we'll see you back here, Ms. Cardenas, August 17th at 1:30. At which time we will request another report. Ms. Soto, do you need anything else from this defendant?
No, Judge.
Do you have a phone number from her?
I have one that's on file, Judge, but can I get the phone number, please?
Yes, Ms. Cardenas, what is your phone number?
It's 956-991-5991.
Thank you.
Is that the same number you have?
I believe so, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, Judge, it is. It is.
Okay, we'll see you here August 17th at 1:30. Ms. Cardenas, please cooperate with your attorney so that you can get this case taken care of.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Anything else, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, and I have number 30 on your docket, Pedro Lucio.
Okay, Ms. Cardenas, you're excused.
Thank you, ma'am.
CR 21-00988-I, State of Texas versus Pedro Lucio. Is Mr. Lucio present?
Yes, Judge, she's present here in my office.
Okay.
Let me put him on screen for you, Judge.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. And what is your announcement, Counsel?
Judge, we have received a recommendation from the state regarding a dismissal in this case. I'm not sure if the state has contacted the alleged victim regarding the AMT, Judge.
What says the state?
Judge, the AAP is on file and the victim is supposed to be here to do victim testimony.
Okay, when can we set her up for that?
I'm present.
She's here, she's there, Judge.
Okay, so are you ready to do that victim testimony now?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and what is the victim's name?
The victim's name is Jessamine Kent.
Okay, one moment. Okay, Ms. Kent, please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you may proceed, Mr. Nguyen.
What is your relationship with the defendant?
He's my father.
Do you live in the same house?
No.
Can you tell me what happened on or about November 5th, 2020?
My father and mother had invited me and my husband to have dinner with them. My parents were having an argument over a picture on his phone. He handed me his phone, and the argument continued, and it escalated very quickly. After that, he tried to take the phone away from me after giving it to him. And I somehow ended up on the floor, but I believe it was because of a seizure and not because he hit me.
Were there any violent acts involved?
I'm sorry?
Were there any violent acts involved?
Were there any violent acts?
No.
One moment, somebody's, okay, go ahead.
Did the defendant slap your right arm?
He grabbed my arm, but not with the intention of hitting me.
Okay. Is there a history of violence in your relationship with the defendant?
No.
Are you concerned about any future violent acts?
No.
Okay. Did you fill out an affidavit of non-prosecution with the DA's office?
Yes.
And did you fill it out on your own free will?
Yes.
And nobody promised you anything?
Juan Guerrero,
Sit up, please, sir. Do whatever you need to do to stay awake, sir, please. Respect the court.
You may continue, Mr. Wind.
Okay. Nobody promised you anything or threatened you in any way to get you to sign the A&P?
No.
And do you wish to drop the charges against the defendant?
Yes.
You do understand that by dropping the charges, this case cannot be reopened in the future.
Yes.
However, you do understand that if another incident was to occur, you can open up a new case.
Yes.
The state passes the witness. Your Honor.
Any questions, Mr. Arredondo? Mr. Arredondo, any questions?
Oh, sorry, Judge, I was on mute. No questions, Your Honor.
Okay, then, Ms. Candy, do you understand the consequences of your testimony today?
Yes.
In other words, that you're asking the court to dismiss these charges based on your affidavit of non-prosecution, and that, well, just that.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, okay. And nobody pressured you to do this?
No.
Okay. The court will accept the affidavit of non-prosecution, and this will be done, the dismissal will be done administratively, okay?
Judge, the defense still has to do anger management course and proof of AA.
Okay, Mr. Arredondo, did you hear that? Before it's dismissed, he still has to do his proof of anger management. And you said proof of AA?
Yes, Alcoholics Anonymous, Judge, for 4 months.
I wasn't aware, Judge, of the AA classes. I'm not sure what they have to do with the domestic violence charge, Your Honor.
I don't know.
I would like to request that it's not added, just the anger management.
We're okay with that, Judge. We can be
Well,
on the
hold
same
on.
page.
Judge, the recommendation would be from the state, not from the victim. I can talk to ADA Mike, see why it was added. I'm sure there was a reason, and we'll contact Mr. Arredondo to see if we're going to keep it or not.
Okay, so I'm still gonna end up having to set it for status then, because if he's gonna have to do 4 months of AA, if it stays on, then, you know, it's not gonna, I can set a tickler for the dismissal, but I mean, I can't lose track of the case. How much time is he gonna need to do his anger management course?
Judge, we can get about 30 days, Judge. I'll talk to my client so he can get on that course immediately. And maybe in 30 days, we can be set for a status, see if he has completed everything.
Well, it's not, I wouldn't need to do it as whether he completed everything. What I'm gonna need on that next status is to know whether or not that AA requirement is gonna stay on.
Yes, Judge, and what we can do too is contact the court. If it stays on, we'll ask for a 4-month reset. If it doesn't stay on, we'll stick to that 30-day reset. And at that point, we can let the case go.
Okay, let's just go ahead and come back on August the 17th at 9:30 to check the status, whether he took his anger management course and whether he's going to have to take an AA course.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, anything
And
else?
That's all I have for today, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
Thank you. Attorney Jose Osuna?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. We have number 52 and number 53 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Pedro Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez is on under his legal name. I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't read the case numbers. CR 18 05964I, CR 18 05963I. Your Honor, we have proposed POM PTD to the state, which they rejected. I would like an opportunity to sell them on it. I'm waiting for discovery, and I do think that there's going to be good information that allows me to make a persuasive argument. May we please have 30 to 45 days, Your Honor?
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Yes, Judge, we'll send out this over to the defendant.
Okay, well then just speak to Ms. Lozano about the reconsideration once you've had an opportunity to review the discovery. And we'll come back on August the 19th at 9:30.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Savannah Gonzalez?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I've got a handful for you. Number 2 on your court docket, Margarita Alvarez.
Okay, CR 19-13074-I, State of Texas versus Margarita Alvarez. Is Ms. Alvarez present?
She is on screen, Judge. I just couldn't figure out her name.
Ms. Alvarez,
It was one of the.
please unmute yourself. I have several that just have the phone name on there. Margarita Alvarez.
Is this Spanish?
It doesn't seem that she's responding.
While she figures it out, Judge, because she described to me what you were, your headband and everything. So I know she can see us, but let me jump to the next one real quick for a second.
I'm sorry, is she on Zoom or is she on YouTube?
No, she's on the Zoom.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Okay, all right, well then while she gets that, okay, what's your next case?
Number 12, Paula Karina Cruz.
Okay, Ms. Cruz, are you present? Paula Cruz, are you present?
Don't tell me I'm 0 for 2. Get Margarita Alvarez to unmute.
I'm right here, ma'am.
Okay, where?
Under Galaxy A21, Judge.
Okay, hold on.
I think that her audio is a little bit delayed.
That's Ms. Alvarez.
Hello.
Okay,
Hi, Ms. Judge.
okay. Oh, there you are, okay. So let me recall that case with Ms. Alvarez, CR 19-13074-I. What is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, the state was willing to do a dismissal with some victim testimony. I don't know if they have the victim present today so that we can knock that out, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Wind, is the victim on?
Judge, we haven't ever made contact with the victim, so we're gonna be requesting a bench trial.
Okay, Ms. Gonzalez, if they haven't had contact with the victim, so they're requesting a bench trial.
I have no problem, Judge. I anticipate that, once we make our announcements, they'll likely move for a dismissal.
Okay, Ms. Rivera, what is our first available date for the bench trial setting?
Judge, just as long as, I don't know how long the state would need to subpoena the victim, what the turnaround is for them right now.
I think August 19th should be plenty of time.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, so we'll do August 19th at 9:30.
I didn't catch that time, Judge. I'm sorry.
9:30.
Got it.
Okay, and your other client is trying to connect right now. I see her.
All right, let's try number 3 before I strike out. How about number?
Hold on, Ms. Alvarez, you're excused until August the 19th at 9:30.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, okay, Ms. Cruz did connect. So Paula Cruz, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Cruz, please turn on your camera. And what number did you say that was, Ms. Gonzalez?
Number 12, Judge.
Okay. That is CR 21-01857-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, it's a PTD POM plea. We just need those docs to be sent over by the state, please.
Any additional announcement from the state?
Judge, we sent out the PTD paperwork on the 15th of this month. So.
Oh, got it. I'll go back and double check those emails. Thank you.
Okay, so then how much time would you need?
Judge, I can get her probably signed up in about a week or so. I want to come back in 2 weeks if that's okay with you.
Okay, for placement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We can do June 29th or July 1st.
6/29 is okay, Judge.
Okay, so we'll do June 29th at 1:30.
1:30. Got it. Ms. Cruz, if you can call my office as soon as you get done here, please.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Cruz.
All
You're
right, Judge.
until June 29th at 1:30, Ms. Cruz. Okay, what else, Ms. Gonzalez?
Last one, Judge, number 68, Salina Ochoa Villanueva.
Okay, CR 20-02-176-I, State of Texas versus Salina Ochoa Villanueva. Is Ms. Villanueva present?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, we've received the 3914 as well as the USB already. We are just pending a rec. I went ahead and emailed both Ms. Huernia and Mr. Nguyen this morning. Just need to get that sent over, but I anticipate this one might also be a bench trial.
Okay, so what's going on with her pending felony?
I haven't seen anything come in. Ms. Ochoa, do you have anything to report on that?
Yes, well, I did want to clarify, with all due respect, Ochoa is not my name. It's just Salina Villanueva. So I don't know why it was from the beginning when I got the arrest.
Is it your mother's maiden name?
Yes, it is my mother's maiden name.
That's why it's on there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes, I believe it's a status hearing next week on the 24th, June 24th for the felony.
Okay, and what's the
Judge.
what's the
I'm sorry.
charge?
The charge is evading with a vehicle, Judge, for the felony.
Okay.
On that one, Judge, we've also received the discovery. We have everything from the felony court. There just hasn't been any movement on it. I'm also pending a recommendation. I'm pretty sure what they're going to tell us is if we plea on this one, we're going to get the felony evading knocked off. But I need to see what the rec looks like on this one, Judge. Otherwise, we may have to try it.
Okay. So then, do you want an August date or a September date?
Let's do August, Judge, just so we stay on top of it.
Okay. Now I'll do it then I'll set it for a status for August the 19th at 9:30.
August 19th at 9:30.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, the 17th.
Okay, okay.
I'm sorry, the 17th. August 17th at 9:30.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
August 17th. Okay, got it. That's Judge Luis Singletary telling you good morning from a different computer.
Oh, good morning.
No, it's I have two things going on. Okay, Judge, I think that's the last one that I had with you.
Oh, and Ms. Gonzalez, we'll go ahead and on Ms. Alvarez, we're gonna have to change that also to August the 17th since you'll be here anyway on that one. And let me just make sure, oh yeah, yeah. So come back on Ms. Villanueva and Ms. Alvarez on August 17th at 9:30.
Got it. I'll go ahead and update Ms. Alvarez.
I appreciate it.
All right, Judge, that's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice day.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Attorney,
Judge, may I also be excused?
yes, Ms. Villanueva.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Attorney Marco De Luna.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 19. One of the first one is I have number 19 and 20, same gentleman, State of Texas versus Joshua Garza.
Okay, CR 20-10908-I and CR 20-10909-I, the State of Texas versus Joshua Garza. Is Mr. Garza present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this case, I received an email yesterday that I believe that he's going to be at least potentially eligible for the drug court. So we're going to be working on that application.
Okay, I stand corrected. He has 3 cases with us, right? Let me do that.
I believe he had another one. I just couldn't find it on the docket, Judge, but I don't know what the.
So he's got the 3 cases that he has with us for the record are it's CR 19-05308-I, CR 21-0908-I, and CR 21-0909-I, which is 18, 19, and 20 on the court's docket. Okay, so he's not going to the Army after all?
Well, Judge, he actually had applied for, or had gone to contact with somebody with the Army. Now he apparently is going to contact somebody with, or has a meeting set up with the Navy. That as part of the email that I was sent yesterday, they said that if that does go through, that all we have to do is show that to the district attorney's office, and that we might be able to do something else with the case. But that being said, that would offer, I mean, at least he might be eligible for the drug court if the Navy, if the armed forces doesn't go through.
Okay. So, Mr. Garza, you need to make a decision because you have placed your attorney in a position where he's had to make the same announcement to me since I think I started on the bench. And I'm already 7 months into this. So you cannot be placing your attorney in a position where you're making excuses and you're forcing him to make arguments for you as far as like, oh, I'm going to go to the Army. No, now, sir, I'm going to go to the Navy. Oh, now I'm going to do this. He can, your attorney can only, listen, your attorney can only advocate for you for as much as you cooperate with him. So I don't want to hear the next time that you come that now you're going to go to the Air Force. You need to make a decision whether or not you're going into the Navy, whether or not you're going into the Army, or whether or not you're going to do drug court, or what it is that you're going to do. You're not going to be stringing this court along anymore. Do you understand that?
I understand that, Your Honor.
It's time for you to make some decisions
Yes,
that
ma'am.
are going to obviously severely impact your life, but you need to move on from this. So
Yes, Your Honor. May I say something, Your Honor?
Judge, if I may before,
yes, Ms. Lozano, go ahead.
he does have 28 missed tests and 36 late tests. That's not where, I mean, he needs to submit, first of all, he needs to submit a drug court app, Judge. We need to move on these cases. He's continuously violating his conditions of bond. Whether he decides to enlist in any of those institutions, that's fine. He can give us proof, and at that point, we'll see how we're going to handle those cases. But he has 30 days to submit the drug court app. And one more missed test, skip test, that's a positive for us, and we'll be submitting a motion to revoke. He has too many cases pending.
And just so the court is aware, Judge, just so the court is aware, it hadn't been submitted beforehand because yesterday was the first time I got an email saying that it might actually be eligible for the drug court at the time. That's the only reason I would have submitted that paperwork long before that. It's not for a lack of not trying.
And I understand that. That's not my concern. My concern is that this will be the third time, I believe, that I admonished him on his alcohol violations, on his missed tests and the skip test. And I know that you had admonished him the last time, and I'm going to ask you to talk to him again. But there's, Mr. Garza, you cannot be missing the test. I mean, your attorney has told you, I have told you, the state has told you, the probation department has told you, we've all told you. Now the final step is to incarcerate you. And this is a situation that you've created for yourself. You cannot skip tests. You cannot miss the window of testing. You cannot decide when you want to test, when you don't want to test. They're not options. It's an order. And now you can't have any violations at all because the state has already made an announcement that they will be filing a motion to revoke your bond. And there's not going to be much that anyone can do for you at that point. So you need to get it together, sir, because your whole future literally lies in your hands. So what is a current number for you? What is your current phone number, Mr. Garza?
It's going to be 956-789-3195, Your Honor.
Ms. Soto, who does he have his device with?
He has his device with SoberSense, Judge.
Okay. We're going to come back on August the 17th at 9:30 on all three of his cases. And let's see if we can have some kind of resolution as to whether he will be in the armed forces. And Mr. De Luna, you can feel free to apply for the drug court within the next 30 days, if that's what you choose to do for your client.
Yes, Your Honor.
And also please have another talk with him, admonishing him with respect to these violations, because he's going to find himself that your hands will be tied and he will end up having his bond revoked.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, sir?
I have one more case, Judge. It's the state of Texas versus Enrique Guajardo's number 30 and 31. Judge.
Okay, Mr. Garza, we'll see you on August 17th at 9:30. You are excused.
August 17th, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, CR 21-00440-I, CR 21-00441-I, State of Texas versus Enrique Guajardo. Mr. Guajardo, are you present? Do you see your client on anywhere?
Judge, I thought I saw him earlier. I know that I did get a call early in the morning. I think it was about 7:15 this morning. I don't know if maybe he was calling that something had happened or why he couldn't log on, but I know that we did give him notice. But I said I did have a missed call this morning about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Do you want an opportunity to contact him, or do you want to make your announcement? If he doesn't show up by the end of the docket, I'll have to knife
Judge,
him.
well, just so the court is aware, my announcement was going to be, I also received yesterday a recommendation on the case. I was going to be talking to him about that recommendation, and if it goes through, then signing him up for a plea date on your next plea docket day.
Okay. Do
I
you
don't
want?
think he's ever not shown up when he was supposed to, Judge. I'm not really sure what happened, but like I said, I did have a missed call about 7 o'clock this morning on my cell phone.
Well, for here, this is the second status, and he did show up the last time, and he hasn't shown up. He didn't show up today, but if you want to find out what happened to him, or if he doesn't show up at the end, then I will have to take a nice side out on him. He can always, I'll give him an opportunity also to just pop his head in on the 1:30 docket. If
Okay.
for one reason or another, he doesn't show up between now and the end of this docket. We still have quite a few cases. So, but do you want me to set you on the plea docket then?
If I can get set for the plea docket, just because that's what the announcement is going to be. Like I said, I got the recommendation yesterday in email. I need to talk to him about it, and if it go, I mean, I'm more than sure that we'll be able to work it out and get him let out the next time.
Okay, I have June 29th or July 1st, and then after that, I have the end of July.
Can I get the end of July just in case? Because it'll be the first time I talk to him about the
July 22nd at 1:30.
at 1:30. Thank you, Judge. Maybe excuse. I'm gonna try to see if I can my office and get a hold of him. Figure we can get him back on today or this afternoon.
Okay,
That's all I have. Maybe excuse, Judge.
you certainly may. Thank you. Attorney Christopher Cavazos?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 600 docket, Judge.
You got a few more days, Steph, and then you're done.
Okay, CR 1912078-I, State of Texas versus Francisco Castano. Is Mr. Castano present?
Yes, Judge. I saw him on the camera early this morning, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Castano, please unmute yourself and announce yourself. He must be under a phone name because I don't have anybody in there by that name. Mr. Castano, can you please announce yourself?
Your Honor, I see him on my second page, but I don't believe he knows how to unmute himself.
Okay, I see, yes, I've seen him on. Okay, Mr. Castano, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Please listen very carefully. Okay, Mr. Cavazos?
Your Honor, we're respectfully asking for a suppression, Judge, but we would like a live suppression. I'm not sure if the court is handling suppressions live yet.
Yes, we are. The only thing is that that's gonna depend on, we're gonna have to borrow a courtroom, being the situation that Court 9 and Court 10 are in right now. So it would have to be in September because we're
Judge,
waiting.
we're in no hurry, Judge. It's been pending for a while, so whenever the court's available.
Okay, so Ms. Rivera, can we get then this will be a tentative because I need to request the courtroom. So I'm gonna give you a September date, and then if we can't find a courtroom available to let us hold a live suppression hearing, then we'll have to notify you, Mr. Cavazos, and of another date.
That's no problem, Judge. I understand the circumstances. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll have a new courthouse to work in.
Oh, I'm praying hard. So, okay, Ms. Rivera, what's the date that we can give them?
September the 9th at 9:30, Your Honor.
Okay, that'll be September the 9th at 9:30 for now. Mr. Castano, we'll see you back on September the 9th at 9:30.
Okay,
And just stay in close contact with your attorney, okay, sir?
thank you.
Thank you, sir. You may be excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good morning.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Sunny Palacios?
Good morning, Judge. Sunny Palacios, Ms. Coronado, she's presently on, Judge.
Okay, and that's number 9 on the court's docket.
That's
CR
correct, 9 and 10, Judge.
Okay, CR 1410181-I and CR 1410182-I. And Ms. Coronado, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, Your Honor, Nadia Coronado.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Good morning, Judge. This is Sunny Palacios, Ms. Coronado. Judge, in this case, we did speak with Mr. Riescas. We just got a message from him actually this morning, about 10 minutes ago. I need to go through the message, get the contents of the message. Judge, if I can have a 30-day setting and see what's going on. But this is at least a PTD.
Okay. Do you want me to set it for placement? Because this is a very old case, so I want to.
Yes, Judge. Then what we're looking for is that, I know the original offer has been PTD. This case is an old case. About almost, 7 years old, 7, 8 years. There has been no violations. I'm trying to see if they would consider an ADR since she has been under watch for about 7, 8 years.
Okay, so I'm going to set up a placement for August the 17th at 1:30.
That'd be perfect, Judge.
And then hopefully on that date, we can dispose of it.
Yes, Judge.
Okay?
Thank you, Judge. That does conclude my business. I'll be excused.
Yes, you may.
You have a wonderful day, Judge.
Thank you. Likewise. Attorney Noel Esquivel?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I have number 4 on your docket, Ms. Cantu.
Okay, CR 1915085-I, State of Texas versus Grace Cantu. Is Ms. Cantu present?
I did see her on earlier, Judge.
Yes, I see her. Ms. Cantu, can you unmute yourself just to make sure that I can hear you?
Good morning, Ms. Judge. How are you?
Good morning, ma'am. Okay, Mr. Esquivel, what is your announcement?
Judge, this is a case that I guess sort of fell through the cracks. I'm trying to get it back on track to try and dispose of it. A little background, Ms. Cantu had a motion to revoke felony that was disposed in 2019. At that point in time, they had indicated that this case in your court would not be prosecuted. However, it was prosecuted. Okay, moving forward, the state prosecutor in the 332nd said, I have no notes on my file about that. Okay, so we're going to try and address it in your court either by a plea bargain or ADR or trial. So I'd like to get a recommendation from the state, and also I'd like to get discovery from the state. I don't know if the discovery has been emailed to me. I don't have it in my file. So those are the things I need to do, Judge, to try and get this case resolved. If we can get maybe 30 days.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Yes, Judge, if defense counsel could email us requesting a recommendation, we'll provide them with one.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
I say if you could email us requesting a recommendation, we'll provide you with one.
Okay, I know this case has been handled by previous prosecutors. I did request one back in 2020, December, and they responded with ADR candidate on January 25th, 2021. So I will shoot another email to Mr. Nguyen to see what their current position is.
Okay, well, let's try to see what we can get over to Mr. Esquivel as soon as possible, please, so that we can dispose of this matter. And we can come back. Do you want me to set you up on the 1:30 docket for the plea or a second status?
I would request a status hearing maybe in 2 weeks or a month, Judge, whatever the court deems appropriate.
Okay, the earliest I have is August 17th at 9:30.
That'll be fine, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Cantu, we'll see you back here on August the 17th at 9:30. Your attorney, please.
I'm sorry, what was that, ma'am?
I said, we'll see you back here on August the 17th at 9:30.
All righty, ma'am. Thank you. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Have a
Judge.
good day.
May I be excused, Judge?
You certainly may. Thank you. Attorney Robert Fernandez?
Good morning, Judge. I have 59 and 60 in the court's criminal docket.
Okay, that is CR 20-00553-I and CR 18-06-003-I, State of Texas versus Elizabeth Sanchez. Is Ms. Sanchez present?
She should be, Judge. I did speak to her today.
Good morning, Judge.
Okay, she is present. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we were, I would ask for, that August setting. We're still on the same track, probably looking at either some sort of either trial or similar for these cases.
Okay, so I have on my notes that you were possibly going to request a trial date.
Yes.
Okay, and so is that still going to be your announcement that you're wanting to get on the jury trial docket?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I'm going to set you out now because we're going to, we haven't been able to see how we're going to arrange those upcoming trial settings yet. I was hoping to be able to have something by the end of August to give you all some better direction, but I think it's being pushed back. So what I think the best thing that I can do in order so that we can have a good status to give to your client would be to have you set for September the 30th. And by then I should know what date I can give you.
Sounds good, Judge.
Okay, so it'll be September 30th at 9:30.
Nothing further, Judge. May we be excused?
Mr. Fernandez, if you are interested in DWI court, maybe it's something that you could talk to your client about. And submit
I will
an
discuss it.
application.
I'll discuss it with her in the meanwhile, and I'll be in touch with you. Thank you for that. Mhm.
Okay. Attorney Vanessa Flores?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am.
I have 39 and 40, State of Texas versus Julio Cesar Sanchez Martinez. That's CR 20-05709I, that's an assault, and then CR 20-07574I, that's a DWI. Your Honor, he should be on the screen. I did see that your docket, and I'm not sure, your docket has a pending felony possibly, but I did look up the jail records and the jailings. I just see a violation of a protective order that may still be in intake, but I didn't see a felony.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm pulling it up, Judge. One second.
I'm sorry, Ms. Lozano?
I'm pulling it up in our system to see if there might be a felony pending. Yes, there is. It's a violation of protective order, assault with a stalking enhancement, I think, Vanessa.
Okay.
That's why it came in as a felony.
Okay.
It is
It's
that
still
intake, Judge. Yes.
Okay, and is Mr. Martinez present?
He should be, Your Honor. I did provide him the link this morning.
Okay, Julio Martinez, are you present?
And he is a Spanish speaker, Your Honor.
Okay.
Sí, aquí estoy.
Okay. And what would you like to do on these two cases, Ms. Flores?
Your Honor, if we can just, I'm not sure, the violation of protective order doesn't seem to be, but I could be mistaken because of that assault. It didn't seem to be coming out of the same transaction. But if we could just get maybe another, I guess, 30 days just to see if that violation of protective order comes in.
And that's correct, Judge. They're all out of different transactions. The assault, the DWI, and the felony are each out of a different transaction.
Okay, Ms. Soto, are you showing any reports from Mr. Martinez?
Yes, Judge, he does have his mobility advisor with him, Toxalock, and he has not had any violations.
Judge, and we would ask that he also stay away from the victim as a condition of bond.
And that would be on number 39?
Yes, Judge. On the assault, and the victim's name is Eloida Vasquez.
Ms. Castaneda, please admonish Mr. Martinez that he is to stay away from Eloida Vasquez.
Mr. Martínez, tiene usted que no estar en contacto con Eloida Vázquez.
Ok, nomás hablamos por teléfono por el niño.
And
We
that's
only
fine,
speak on
Judge.
the phone because of the child.
And tell him that's okay.
Eso está bien.
Ok, ok, sí, pues es lo único que hago, hablar por el niño y le ayudo por el niño cada
That's the only
cada
thing
semana.
we do. Talk to the child and help her.
That's fine, as long as communication is about the child.
Está bien, solamente que la comunicación sea sobre el niño.
Ok.
And in this case, I would just ask if possible, if we could get a recommendation on the two cases that are pending. I have received the discovery in response to my discovery request, but if we could just get recommendations on both of those cases so that I can discuss with Mr. Martin.
Okay. Mr. Nguyen, did you get that?
Yes, ma'am. If defense counsel could email me, I'll provide her with a recommendation.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, if you could email me, I'll provide you with
Okay.
a recommendation.
Okay, I will.
Okay, so what we'll do is, since he's still pending that other felony, and we'll see what happens with that. Let's just come back on September. At 9:30.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And excuse-
Let me mute him because his son was.
Yes,
So September 2nd at 9:30 for both of those cases, and let's see where we are on that pending felony.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else, ma'am?
I do have number 55 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Enrique Rodriguez, CR 20-07338I. And Your Honor, I did receive a text message from him. He should be logged on as well. I did receive a message from him this morning indicating that Ms. Soto had let him know that he had a violation. This is, if you know, just in complete honesty with the court, this is, and I believe the court has on their notes that there had been 2 prior admonishments as far as missed tests and violations on his alcohol device.
Give me a moment, Ms. Flores, because I can't hear with your.
Your Honor, may I dismiss Mr. Martinez?
Yes,
He's the one making this.
Martinez know that he can be dismissed.
Mr. Martínez, su próxima corte es el día 2 de septiembre a las 9:30 y ya se puede retirar.
Ok, gracias.
Thank you.
It's because with his phone, the aircon was doing a lot of noise. Okay, so let me see, is Mr. Rodriguez on? Enrique
Yes.
Rodriguez? Okay, now, you were saying, Ms. Flores, that yes, this will be, that the defendant had already been admonished in the past and he had some violations.
Yes, Your Honor, he did have quite a few violations. I believe at the first hearing, at the second hearing, I believe there were less violations. This time, Ms. Soto indicated that there had been 1 missed test in this month. I did speak to Mr. Rodriguez in reference to that. He did let me know that as soon as that violation had occurred, it was a missed test. As soon as that missed test occurred, that he did contact Ms. Soto to let her know that he had missed the window by, I believe he said 20 minutes. But I know that Ms. Soto would probably have more information on it. In this case, we have received recommendations from the state. There's also, and I'm sorry, there might be another one, but I didn't see it on the docket. There's also another case pending. I believe it's a POCS out of the same transaction. And I have received the recommendations for those. So I just need some additional time to discuss the discovery that I've received and those recommendations with Mr. Rodriguez.
Okay, so does he have 2 cases in this court or 3 cases?
I believe he has 2, Your Honor. Let
Okay.
me pull it up.
So he has, on my docket, he's number 55 and 56, which is a
Okay, there.
controlled
Yep.
substance, PG3, and
Yes.
a DWI.
I'm sorry, for some reason I only saw 55, but yes, those are the 2 cases he has pending. He only has 2.
Okay, so then, Ms. Soto, were you going to add anything?
Judge, correct. On Monday, June the 14th, he did miss his morning test. He did call me to advise that he hadn't missed a test, and I did tell him to test right away. And again, I advised him that he needs to make sure he does test within his windows and to set alarms to remind him. But from this last court hearing until yesterday, Judge, he only had one missed test.
Okay. Okay, so although I'm not happy about that, you know, obviously, I don't know why you missed that one test, but you need to really stay on top of it, Mr. Rodriguez, because you had many more prior to. And so now with one missed test, at least I think you're getting the message, but you can't have any missed tests. all
No,
right?
yes.
You have to have zeros, because then if not, you're gonna make your attorney's job a lot harder than what it needs to be. So I have August the 17th, and if not, it would have to be September 2nd, Ms. Flores.
August the 17th would work, Your Honor.
Okay. So that'll be August 17th at 9:30. And if something's worked out between now and then and you need to be on the plea docket or for placement or whatever, just let us know and we'll move you to 1:30.
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much. That's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Lauro Trejo.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 69 on your criminal docket. State of Texas versus Arturo Zuniga Jr. He's present in my office. He speaks English.
Okay,
Is
that
it-
is CR 19-13276-I. And so your announcement, Counselor?
He's right here, Judge. We're asking for more time, Judge. We have submitted the application for the PTD program. And so we would like to ask for more time so the state can review and make a decision.
Okay, any announcement from the state?
Judge, I don't see a PT application on file. When was it turned in?
Yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Mr. Trejo, like, they're not gonna have it in 24 hours. So, okay. And real smooth yesterday. It was yesterday. Okay. So, you think that it'll be ready, you'll have a decision and ready for placement if she's approved by the 17th, or would the state have any timeline?
30 days will be fine, Judge.
Okay. Do you see any reason why she wouldn't be? Does she look like she's PT? I mean, does he look like he's PTD eligible, or do I place him on the 130 docket, or?
Defendant is PT eligible, Judge.
Okay. So we're gonna hope for the best, Mr. Trejo, okay? Because he says that he's PTD eligible, so I'm gonna place you on the 130 docket. So it's
Sounds good,
August
Judge.
17th at 1:30.
What day, Judge?
August 17th at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused? Wait, may we be excused?
You both will be excused.
We'll see you, Judge. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Sid Grigay.
Yes, Your Honor. I have number 32 in your docket, Juan Guerrero.
Okay,
This case is, he still has a pending felony, so we need a reset.
okay, so then is Mr. Juan Manuel Guerrero on?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so that's CR 20-08626-I, the state of Texas versus Juan Manuel Guerrero. And with the felony pending, any additional announcement from the state?
Judge, I'll contact Murray to see if maybe we can have a felony deal.
Did you hear that, Mr. Greenhay?
I believe she said she was going to contact felony to see if there was a plea offer.
Yes.
Felony intake, yes.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I believe that he picked up a new possession charge, Class A, on March the 21st, the 31st of this year. So there's a new case pending as well.
So that one hasn't been indicted yet?
It's a misdemeanor, Judge. It should fall under your court.
No, I know, but it doesn't have a case number on it.
No, it hasn't even been brought to us. We don't have a DA number, which is the number that all of our cases start with when the police department brings it to us. I'll see what's going on, because for it to be a misdemeanor, they should have brought it to us. So I'll follow up with that as well.
Okay, Mr. Greenhay, were you aware of that new charge?
No, Your Honor, I was not.
Okay. And were you appointed on this case?
Yes, Your Honor, I was.
So when the other new case comes on, do you want to be appointed on that one so you take care of both of them?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so with that felony pending and that other misdemeanor, then I'm gonna set you for September the 2nd. And see where we're at with that. September 2nd at 9:30. Mr. Guerrero, I'm not sure why you're having a hard time staying awake during the court proceedings. I know it's not always very exciting. But
Oh, ma'am, it's because I got a job.
I understand. That's what I was about to say. I understand sometimes that you work overnight and it's hard for you to get on here, but just make sure that if that is going to happen, and I understand it's difficult, just turn your camera off.
Okay, I'm sorry about that, ma'am.
That's okay. You have to have it on when it's your turn. Prior to that, you can have it off. And I do
Okay,
understand.
I didn't know that. Sorry.
Okay. So, Mr. Greenhay, anything else?
No, Your Honor. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Victoria Guerra. Attorney Victoria Guerra.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am.
Judge, I have number 64 and 65 on your docket. State of Texas versus Eliezer Trevino. He should be on Zoom.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, that is CR 20-03276-I and CR 20-00912-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I was chatting with Miss Melissa earlier in this court hearing, and she's going to provide me with a recommendation this afternoon.
Okay. And so do you want to be placed on our plea docket then?
Not yet, Judge. What Ms. Guerra is requesting is DWI court. If she can submit an app, I'm not sure if he would be approved, but it would be the best recommendation for her client.
Okay, so I know that you're going to need a little bit of time to do that. And I have August the 17th available for another status at 9:30.
That'll be fine, Your Honor, but I would still ask to be able to confer with Miss Melissa. I know that the DA's office is extremely busy, but I'll be in touch with her by either email or text this afternoon, Judge.
Okay. Any additional announcements?
Judge, may?
Yes, I was just about to.
Sorry, sorry. He did have some skip tests, Judge. He had 7 skip tests, and then on May the 13th, he had alcohol readings, and also his face is not visible throughout the day.
Okay. Mr. Trevino, this is going to be your first admonishment. You cannot have any skip tests. You have to show your face on the video, and you definitely cannot have any alcohol violations. Don't try to justify them.
No.
Speak to your attorney about that. I don't think she wants you talking without her advice.
It's because in the video, I always put it on my face, but it always says face not recognizable. So I put it on the light. I always do it. It's really frustrating, but I don't know. I always clean the little thing on the front, and it still doesn't recognize it.
So who does he have it with?
He has it with a Smart Start, Judge, and that's the only day he had issues. Every other day I can see his face. It's just that day when he had the alcohol readings.
Okay. So that doesn't look very good, because on the day that you had the alcohol readings, which you should have none, and if you have problems with alcohol, you need to talk to your attorney about it, because you're not supposed to have any alcohol violations and you're not supposed to be drinking right now. So make sure that you go over what the conditions of your bond are with your attorney, because you need to understand that. Next time you come before me, I will consider revoking your bond and incarcerating you. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I definitely will be talking to him, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Guerra. Okay, anything else?
That's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, likewise. Attorney Billy Chapa?
Good morning, Judge.
Good
I have
morning,
number 15 on your docket.
Okay. Did y'all get moved in, Billy?
We are, Judge. It's still kind of the work in progress, but we're in there and we're working.
Oh, I know. When I moved out to take the bench, I still hadn't even moved in, and we had already been there a while.
It's just a nightmare, but it's working.
Okay, that is CR 20-12088-I, State of Texas versus Alexandra Inez Esparza. Is Mrs. Esparza present?
Your Honor, I don't see her online. I did speak with her yesterday. I let her know that she did need to be online, but if the court recalls, she was due to give birth. She actually had her baby on the 9th. So my assumption is she might just be sleep deprived and couldn't get on right now or something.
Okay, just talk to her about it. I'm gonna go ahead and let her, I understand how that is about having a newborn, but just go ahead and tell her that she can't be missing the
Yes,
date, but I understand. So are you still requesting a trial date?
Yes, Judge, that's correct.
Okay, so then we're gonna have you come back on September the 30th at 9:30, and by then I'm hoping to be able to have a good trial docket to put you on.
Yes, Judge, thank you.
Okay, anything else?
I have nothing further, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Eric Jarvis?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I have Mr. De Los Santos here. He's here with me in the office.
Okay, that is
We-
170461-I, the State of Texas versus Israel De Los Santos.
Your Honor, we received plea paperwork yesterday. We're signing it up now. And so we can be ready to plead at the earliest convenience for the court.
Okay, June 29th at 1:30.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Okay, anything else?
No, ma'am. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. Richardson, I think your client was needing to get, oh wow, I think we lost him. He was needing to get off because he was working, he's a carpenter, right?
Yes, Judge, and I apologize. Today was one of those days where it was simultaneous.
Oh, there he is.
Dockets going on.
No, I understand. I was going to take you next because he's been working very diligently on the project that he has going on right now. So I'm pretty sure he needs to get back to.
I appreciate that, Your Honor. I do.
That's fine.
Thank you.
He looks like he does pretty good work, Mr. Garza. Okay. So, Mr. Garza, can you do me a favor and unmute yourself, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. And I've seen you work very hard. You're a carpenter?
A painter, ma'am, painter.
A painter, okay.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, Ms. Richardson, what is your announcement now?
Your Honor, I'm sure you can see, Mr. Garza has quite a few cases before you. I did get an offer extended to me by the state, but I would like some time to confer further to see if we can resolve these with a counteroffer.
Okay, so he's number 21 through 27, 28 on the court's docket. And I have some notes stating that he was going to be screened for ASI. Do you know if that happened or?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge. And my understanding is the results of that screening was outpatient. And so we do have that done for your consideration. So if we could just have a little bit of time to confer further, I'd like to see if we can resolve this matter alternatively with a counteroffer from that.
Okay, any other announcement from the state?
Yes, Judge, if defense counsel states you're gonna provide us with a counter recommendation, is that correct? If I heard?
Yes, yes.
Yes, if she could email me with her counter.
Yeah, I'll do that. Well, I'll be conferring, Judge, with the state.
Ms. Soto, do you have a report?
Yes, Judge, he does have his mobile device with safety check, and for the past 30 days, Judge, he did have 14 missed tests and 14 late tests.
Okay, Mr. Garza, I'm not sure why you're testing late or why you're missing, but I also have some notes here that you had some alcohol violations as well. Hold on, don't.
And Your Honor, and Your Honor, he did, yes, and Your Honor, we did discuss that, and so I'm anticipating that an explanation that he can offer to the court if the court is inclined. I'm okay with that. It doesn't incriminate him.
The only thing that I was gonna say is that if you're testing late because those windows don't work with your work schedule, we can modify those times, but it's because you're forgetting, because I know you get into your work or whatever, you have to set alarms, because, you know, the next time I'm gonna have no choice than to look at whether or not I'm gonna revoke your bond, okay?
Okay, it's just that on the last one is the one I always miss, is because after 12 o'clock it's gone. I'm not able to do it late at all, and that's the one I always usually miss. But and I haven't had any alcohol violation. The only one I would say it was because of my work, but I'm trying to get them on time. I just always do them late, but I'm sorry about that, man.
Okay, so what, I know you're in the middle of working right now, so I'm not gonna hold you on longer than that. What time do you anticipate that you'll be off work today?
It was 6 o'clock.
Do you have any time today or tomorrow on a break to contact the probation department?
Maybe at lunchtime I can, or after 12 p.m. today.
Okay, at about 1:30, if you can contact Ms. Soto, because if there's a problem with your testing time, I need for you to talk to her. If you don't talk to us, we don't know, and I'm just gonna assume you're ignoring the court's order. Okay, so, you know, I can see you're trying, but, you know, you don't want, you know, anything that you do that doesn't follow the order, automatically, I'm just gonna think that you're disrespecting the court. And I don't think that's what you're gonna want for me to think of you. So I need you to make some time today to contact Ms. Soto so that she can talk to you about this, because missed tests, late tests, skip tests, alcohol violations, they're all unacceptable. And you're gonna tie your attorney's hands and you're gonna tie my hands, and I'm gonna end up having to do something about it. So this afternoon, Ms. Soto will be expecting your call. So as soon as you can, please contact her. And Ms. Soto, just talk to him about some windows. I know that he's a painter and has his own schedule, probably an independent contractor, but just see what works so that we can try to get that taken care of.
Will do, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Garza, do you have Ms. Soto's number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your phone number, sir?
956-884-8585.
Okay, so I'm gonna expect that you contact her so that you can get that worked out. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this will be the one and only time that we try to accommodate you. You know, if not after today, you didn't take advantage of that, that's not on me and that's not on your attorney, that's on you.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything else, Ms. Richardson?
No, Judge, if we could just have a setting, would ask respectfully, Judge, for 30 days. I'll be traveling a couple of times in between, and I'd like enough time to just have everything ready for Your Honor.
Okay, the earliest I have is August 17th, and if not, it would have to wait till September 2nd.
8/17, Judge, works for me.
Okay, August 17th at 9:30 for all of his cases,
Yes, Judge.
and then we'll see where we're at that time.
And Judge, I believe it was represented prior that there may have been a felony coming down the pipeline, but I believe that has since been abandoned. And so I think all he has are the cases before Your Honor.
Okay, well, let's see how we can take care of them.
Very well.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so much for your accommodation. May I be excused?
You certainly may, Mr. Garza. You may be excused as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Attorney Leonard Whitaker.
Good morning, Your Honor. My client is zooming in, I believe, from Reynosa. He's under Alberto Olvera.
Yes, sir. I did see him on. I don't know if his connection stayed on though. Oh,
Yes,
there.
sir.
Okay, go on. What number are you on the court docket?
I don't think he's fluent in English, Judge, but I'm 45 and 46 on the court's docket, Your Honor.
No, we translated for him the last time. He understands a little bit of English, but we asked him the last time not to be answering unless it's in Spanish. So I do remember him.
Okay, Judge, so we're set, so we have we have felony pending. The next hearing in the felony is the 22nd of June. That may not be the most important detail. Actually, the most important details are that the felony section has offered the concept of a plea offer. The problem is my client is on the Mexican side. This plea offer would mean that he would plead to a misdemeanor, obviously the DWI. They get rid of the other charges. And I haven't discussed this in full detail with my client because I don't have there's no clarity as to what this negotiation is at this point, Judge. And that is that I don't know how we could take any sort of sentence and have it be something that the court can be assured it could reasonably be fulfilled by my client, given the geography of our situation. And just so the court knows, the prosecutors in both the felony and the misdemeanor have sent me requests for deportation information. I've provided them the first round. Hopefully it's only the first round of deportation documentation. This is the Mexican documents on receiving somebody upon repatriation. And I provided them a copy of those by email, Judge.
Okay.
I try and get the American ones too, but I'm not they're not as easy to access, Judge.
Okay. So then, I don't know, does the state have anything to add to that?
Yes, Judge, we just received the deportation paper this morning, so we need time to review it.
Okay. And I'll keep pursuing I'll keep asking Mr. Olvera for any of the American documents. That would probably be a little bit better. But I think the Mexican documents pretty much tell you the story.
Ms. Lozano, you were saying?
So Leonard, I guess your issue is if you plea him, how is he gonna show up to probation?
Well, how does one okay, so the judge, fundamentally, Judge Ocaña has the ethical obligation to sentence my client to a sentence that he can with which he can reasonably comply, right? There's a reasonable likelihood of compliance at the time of giving the sentence. The problem here is at the time that she gives whatever sentence, if there's an agreement to a sentence of any sort, I don't know how that's going to be done without a whole lot of cooperation, and particularly he can't come back. So, I mean, you tell me, how do you serve probation? What kind of sentence can you serve when you're in Reynosa?
What do we consider doing a time serve, which would basically would be done?
That could work. I'm open to the idea. I mean, that I see the complication in this case because my client ain't coming here, and he's not that far away. God, for God's sakes, he's probably closer to me right now than I am to the courthouse. But still, that river's
I'll
big.
talk to the defense. I'm sorry, to the felony prosecutors to see, because I definitely, if they're going to dismiss the felony, they need to be involved in the recommendation. So I'll speak to them to see if maybe a time serve would work.
Okay.
I'm open.
Okay, so then do I reset him for a plea date?
Not yet, Judge. Let's do one more status, and then maybe we can set it up for a plea.
Okay, August the 17th at 9:30. So then refresh my memory on the device. What is he doing with the mobile device? I mean, he should be on one.
There's none. He's out of jurisdiction. I mean, he volunteers in personam jurisdiction, I guess, Judge, in one sense, right? Because he's volunteering to be here on Zoom. But fundamentally, I don't know how we do a mobile device in Reynosa. I mean, this is one of those weird border issues that comes up every once in a while. It'd be more common, I think, if we were over in Rio Grande City, but we're on the border. This is what we have to deal with. Lo mismo pasa a los mexicanos. I'm sure they have a few gringos who came back across. They've done something wrong down there.
Oh, I don't know if they release them to come back over. But anyway, Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Olvera know that he's to return on August 17th at 9:30 and to stay in contact with his attorney.
Mr.
Okay, Judge.
Olvera, por favor, regresa el 17 de agosto a las 9:30 de la mañana y se mantiene en contacto con su abogado, por favor.
Okay, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a very good day, and have a good day, Ms. Lozano and Mr. Nguyen.
Okay, thank you. Mr.
Thank you,
Prunella, I apologize, Mr. Prunella. I know you've been on since the beginning, then I lost you for
Yes.
some reason.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I've got Mr. Adam Reyes here next to me, and I don't know if you can see him on the screen.
Yes, I can, sir.
Okay.
What number are you on the court's docket?
I apologize, Judge. My secretary didn't give me that, and I wasn't able to access it this morning. CR 1613624I.
Okay, that's number 37 on the court's docket. Okay, so just to let you know, there was an I-sign that was issued on him. Are you requesting that that be?
Set aside, yes, Your Honor. And I'm covering, for the record, I'm covering for Roel Trevino, Your Honor, who had recently another stroke. And so he's not able to attend. And so, and Mr. Reyes has had to come in where he works in Pittsburgh. He's had to come in from Pittsburgh to attend this hearing. And so we're asking the court to please indulge Mr. Reyes and set aside the I-sign. He had not been notified by Mr. Trevino's office of the hearing, Judge.
Okay, no, and that'll be granted. Okay.
And where we're at, excuse me, Your Honor, where we're at is, I've talked to Mr. Reyes. I'm going to pull out the PTD packet. He is PTD eligible. I'm going to show him how to fill it out. He has to return back tomorrow to Pittsburgh to continue working. And then I told him that he can do the Zoom from over there.
Yes.
But to give him about 10 days to fill out the packet, return it to me, and then I can submit it. And I would think that the DA's office probably would need about 30 to 40 days to review it, make an assessment, and then to get back to us so that we can get back on track, Judge.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state, or can you tell me if he is PTD eligible?
Yes, Judge, he is PTD eligible.
Okay, so then why don't we, since he's PTD eligible, and as long as he assists you in turning that in as soon as possible, then I can set him up for placement for August the 17th at 1:30.
17th at 1:30. And Your Honor, is that, what day of the week is that? I don't have my calendar in front of me.
Oh, that's right. You told me that's a Tuesday.
That won't work for me, Judge. I'm every week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm in MD Anderson.
Yes, I recall that you told me that.
The Wednesday or the Thursday will be fine.
Okay, then let's do the 26th.
Okay, very well, Judge.
And just remind me of that, Mr. Prunella, in case I forget the next time.
I'm thinking, Judge, I'm sending a letter to all the coordinators. That may help.
And if you need any accommodations, just to call us.
Sure thing. Thank you.
Okay. So August the 26th at 1:30.
Very well, Judge. Thank you very much for your indulgence.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day, man. We'll be excused.
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Solis?
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on number 50 of your docket, Mr. Mauricio Posada. I do see him logged in.
Yes, I did see him as well. And that is CR 21-01849-I, State of Texas versus Mauricio Posada. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I'm going to be asking for at least 30 days on this matter. We are attempting to some sort of alternative resolution.
Okay. And what says the state?
Yes, Judge, we see that the defendant is PTD eligible, but if the defense counsel wants an alternative recommendation, you can email me.
Okay, so he's PTD eligible, Mr. Solis, in case you want to do the packet. And if not, you can email the state asking for a rec.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you want a second status then?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Okay, so then will you be able to have some progress by August the 17th?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, August 17th at 9:30. If for some reason you submit your packet and he's approved, since he's PTD eligible, let us know and we'll move him to the 1:30 docket.
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Posada, we'll see you back here on August 17th at 9:30, sir.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
Judge, I do have another individual, 66 and 67. It's the same person.
Okay, Mr. Posada, you are excused, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, that is CR 20-03993-I and CR 17-02812-I, State of Texas versus Ramon Vargas. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I'm gonna ask for 30 days on this case. This case was just transferred over to your court from County Court 8. And I have been talking to Ms. Lozano and we're gonna exchange recs and we just need a little bit of time for that.
Okay, and is Mr. Vargas present?
Yes, I do see him on the screen, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Vargas can, oh, there he is. Yes, he has been present. Okay, and how much time? You want that August 17th date as well?
Yes, Your Honor, that'll work.
Okay. The same August 17th at 9:30. If for some reason you have something worked out, let us know and we'll change him to the 1:30 docket.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Judge, if I may?
Yes.
Judge, if I may, Connie Soto with probation. I'm showing that he has his SoberSense device, Judge, but I'm not showing that he's testing. For the last month, I'm showing he had 102 missed tests.
Mr. Vargas, do you have a mobile device?
Yes, ma'am. I currently do have a mobile device. Currently, I am out of work right now.
Okay, but that mobile device, you have it with who?
I believe it's with SoberSense.
Okay. So, and you just stopped testing because you don't have the money for the device or what?
Actually, yes, because I've had three COVID deceased family members, and I just no work and been going through a situation.
Okay. Well, since you were ordered, do you know Mr. Solis who ordered him to get that device? Was it?
I'm assuming it was Judge Maldonado in Court 8.
Okay, so it was Judge Maldonado that ordered him on that device? Okay. So, Mr. Vargas, since you are unemployed, I'm gonna order that you visit with Ms. Trejo.
With Ms. Trejo?
Yes. And Ms. Soto, can you please give him that number? He has something to write with.
Ms. Trejo's phone number is 956-587-60000. So you just call that phone number, sorry, Judge. You just call that phone number and ask for Ms. Trejo and they will transfer you to her.
Judge, may I ask who is this Ms. Trejo? I'm not familiar.
Ms. Trejo is our employment specialist with the county.
Okay.
She's been assisting many defendants in finding jobs that they qualify for.
Thank you, Judge.
So that way, Mr. Vargas, if you contact her, she will get some information from you. And then if you qualify for a job, and she'll give you some options for anything that you may qualify for. Okay. Now, you have to get back on that device because you being unemployed or you can't just decide not to do it because of the fact that you can't, that you're not working. You need to talk to your attorney, let him know what's going on. And Mr. Solis, if you need other alternatives or something, well, you need to let us know. But Mr. Vargas, you need to get with Ms. Trejo as soon as possible. And then I'm gonna need for you to get that device back and going. Also, do you know how much you owe?
No, ma'am. At this point, I don't know. I would have to call SoberSense and communicate with them.
Okay, contact SoberSense by the end of the day so that you can ask them how much it is that you owe. And that way you can let your attorney know when it's possible for you to pay that off. Mr. Solis can tell you that this isn't voluntary. It's not an option. It was an order from the court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if Mr. Solis, if that's gonna be an issue, I don't know, you can explore other options. We can do something else with him. We can, you know.
Judge, the only question that I have, and this is out of ignorance, I'm not sure, is there any circumstance where those device fee is ever waived for indigent purposes?
I don't, not that I know of,
No?
because
Okay.
I can't force a third party to waive the fees. Like they're not like probation or like the court costs or anything like that.
Judge, so-
However, yeah, but I also, if he's indigent, you know, the Constitution doesn't allow us to impose certain things on them because of the indigency. So that's why there may be another, we may have to explore another alternative.
Thank you, Judge.
But for now, he needs to at least make the effort to get back on it. He needs to find out how much does he owe. He needs to get in touch with Ms. Trejo so that we can maybe see if he can get a job. And perhaps, you know, we can see where we're at on August the 17th, but I'm hoping that he'll at least be back on the device. If he can't be back on the device because of the fact of his financial situation, then file whatever it is that you need to file. I mean, we can consider something else. There are other alternatives, I'm sure, that the state can come up with that perhaps we can do to monitor him as well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll see you back here on August the 17th at 9:30, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Stay safe.
Okay, likewise.
Thank
you. Okay, Attorney Sophia Arispe?
Can I be dismissed, Judge?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you can. Oh, wait, you know what? I need your phone number.
956-970-7384.
Okay, and that's for the probation department, not for my purposes.
May I ask who is my probation officer?
Your probation officer is Miss Connie Soto.
Okay. And her phone number?
My number is 956-587-6084. And I will be calling you before the end of the day.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Soto.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Good morning, Judge. My apologies for logging in late, Judge. I was in two different courts. This is my third 9 o'clock setting, Judge.
Oh, no, that's okay. Go ahead.
Judge, I'm on number 34 in the court's docket. Anthony Hernandez, he is logged in, Judge. We do have a plea offer from the state. I do expect this to be a plea, Judge, if the court can give us a reset date.
Okay, that's 07693-I, State of Texas versus Anthony Hernandez. And I do see Anthony Hernandez on. And how much time do you need for that, Ms. Harrison?
Judge, 2 to 3 weeks, Judge.
Okay, I have June 29th and July 1st.
Would that be on July 1st? Is that in the afternoon, Judge, or the morning docket?
1:30.
That would be perfect, Judge. July 1st at 1:30.
Okay, and Mr. Wind, anything to add?
If the defense counsel could reach out to us, we'll fill out the paperwork for her.
I will, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
No, ma'am, that would be it for the defense.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You are excused. Okay, Attorney Jaime Morales?
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I have Carlos Bugarin. He should be on here as well, Your Honor. I'm just not sure under which one.
Okay, I do have I don't have any, I have a Carlos Garcia on, but I don't know if that's the attorney or.
Let me text him right now, Your Honor. We've been in communication throughout the hearing, Your Honor. There were some things that were pending, and
Okay.
he submitted everything to me, and I submitted it to the district attorney's office.
Okay, I can recall you. I can take up Mr. Lopez in the meantime.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Lopez?
Good morning, Your Honor. I am here on number 35 of your docket, State of Texas versus Elba Karina Huereca.
Okay, and that is CR 1508109-I. Ms. Madeca, is she present?
She's present, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we just need one more item for disposition of this case, which is a urinalysis test. My client will get that completed and submitted in the very near future, and this case should be concluded by whatever next hearing you give us, Judge.
Okay, I have June 29th or July 1st.
June 29th.
Okay, that'll be June 29th at 1:30.
Judge, if I may?
Yes.
Yes, defense counsel need to also provide us with a PT application so we do a background check.
Oh, we've already, well, that's already done, or it's already ready. We're just missing or at least, I mean, that's it.
So the
We're on that.
PT application hasn't been submitted yet?
Judge, it would have been submitted because we received notice back saying, hey, now a UA. I mean, I'd like to confirm that they have received it.
Well, he's saying that they haven't received your PTD packet.
No problem, Judge. I guess I will then submit it if I haven't done so already.
Okay, so then is she even gonna be ready then by June 29th?
I guess I'll need more time then, Judge. I thought this had already been filed.
Okay, Mr. Wayne, you're not showing that a PTD packet has been submitted.
I don't see it, Judge.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And the PTD packet has to be submitted, approved, her UA done, and all documents by August 17th at 1:30.
All right, August 17th.
Yes, and that I'm putting her at 1:30 because she needs to be ready for placement at that time.
All right, Your Honor.
Okay?
All right, that's fine.
Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Okay. You may be excused, and you may also be excused.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Calvillo. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Morales, did you get your client?
Yes, Your Honor. He's under Carlos Garcia. You can see him now on the screen, Your Honor.
Okay, so that is CR 1713878-I. And so then the name Carlos Alberto Bugarin is not correct?
No, I believe that's his other last name, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, and what is your announcement?
Your Honor, I believe there was some information that was pending. I submitted it just while we were on this call, Your Honor. We paid the reinstatement fee through his license, even though they had already sent it to him, and submitted his current insurance. I believe they just needed an updated application to run his background check to see if there's any other issues. And I believe he was going to be placed in the DWI court. I was hoping we could schedule him for a placement date.
Okay, and he was also to make a donation to MAD in the amount of $150. Did that occur?
My client is working out of town. He sent it to me. I got hold of Miss Verley yesterday, and I'll be either mailing it or taking it in person. I believe they're going to open regular hours starting next week.
Okay. Any additional announcement by the state?
No, there was.
Yes, Judge. We're just missing the new application right now.
Like I said, I went up Mr. Trejo and I barely submitted it while we were on this.
I can't, I'm sorry, Mr. Morales, the sound isn't.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me jump on my phone maybe. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yes, I just submitted it literally while we were on this call.
And okay, and so then how much time are we gonna need, or you're gonna apply for the DWI court and see if he's accepted?
I was under the understanding they just wanted to re-verify his information and run a background check.
Okay,
So Judge, from what I can see, Daniel advised attorney that in order to reapply, he needs to submit some new documents. So if you can just email Daniel, let him know, hey, I've turned everything in, and then that way Daniel can take a look at the applicant.
And I did email Daniel yesterday and I needed a current insurance. So that was given to me today. So it's in, we submitted it today.
Okay, so then, do we set him up next for another status, or is he going to be for already for a placement or what? Because the DWI court accepts him, well, he's gonna transfer out to that court.
Correct. Yes,
That's
Judge.
my understanding.
Let me just set him for another status. But in the meantime, Ms. Soto, do you have any additional reports from him?
Yes, Judge, I do have his report from Safety Check, Judge. He did have 19 missed tests and 3 late tests.
And Your Honor, I've been listening to the calls. My client has a kind of an opposite schedule. He works from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. He should be ending that employment soon because he's going to start his own hotshot company, which is one of the main reasons we're trying to keep his driving record clean. I was going to ask him to call Ms. Soto or whoever he needs to speak to regarding maybe changing.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Morales. My court reporter can't understand anything that you're saying. Your audio is going in and out for some reason.
Give me one moment, Your Honor. I'm going to use my phone. Your Honor. Hello?
Okay,
Okay, I'm sorry. I switched to my phone.
okay, that's
Um,
better.
Sorry, Your Honor. I was stating my client is actually working, I believe from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. In the oil fields right now, Your Honor. So I overheard some other conversations that you were having, and I was going to see if you could call in to try to get the hours of his testing rearranged based on his work schedule. And hopefully that will be a non-issue shortly because he's going to be starting his own business, hotshot business in the next few weeks. That would kind of put him on a more normal schedule.
Okay, so, because this is gonna be the second time that I admonish him, or third time, I can't even. And that's not gonna be acceptable, Mr. Garcia, so you do need to get in contact with Ms. Soto with respect to that time frame is not working for you. Do you understand that? Okay, so, do you have Ms. Soto's number so that you can call her after we get off this docket? You're on mute.
Your Honor, I could,
Mr. Garcia, did you hear that?
Sí, ya puedo escuchar.
Okay, he's Spanish speaking. Okay, Ms. Castañeda, ask Mr. Garcia to contact Ms. Soto between 1:30, I'm sorry,
I can speak English.
okay. You can contact her at some time this afternoon. She does have a docket this afternoon. So if she doesn't respond, you need to just leave a message. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Soto, can you please give Mr. Garcia your phone number?
Mr. Garcia, my phone number is 956.
I already have your.
Oh, you
phone
have it?
number.
Okay. Okay, then I'll speak to you before the end of the day.
Before the end of today, do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, all right, Mr. Morales, then, we'll come back then on August the 17th at 9:30 to see if he's been approved to be placed on the court. Okay? So you'll return on August 17th at 9:30.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you, sir. You are excused.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Jesse. Jesse Contreras. Okay, Mr. Chavez, your attorney is Mr. Capello, so I'm just waiting for him to get back on the screen.
Okay.
Mr. Capello, oh, there he is. Okay. So let me go ahead and call your case, CR 20-03184-I, State of Texas versus Ezequiel Chavez. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, first of all, I want to apologize to the court. I was in a murder hearing in the 93rd. I had notified your staff that I would be running late, so.
Yes, they told me, don't worry about it. Go on.
The announcement is, Judge, is that Mr. Chavez was ordered to conduct a series of Batterers Intervention Program classes. He has not begun those classes. I understand from him that he is on the waiting list, Judge, to complete those classes.
Okay, so he hasn't completed the intervention program or?
He hasn't even started, Your Honor.
Okay. Any additional announcement from the state?
Yes, Judge, for that one, the defense just need to do the intervention class. That's the only requirement left for dismissal.
So then how much time is he gonna need then? How are we gonna do that, Mr. Capello?
No, Judge, I know he was ordered to start those classes back on May the 6th of this year. 6 weeks down the road, he is still not taking those classes on. I haven't confirmed and I don't deny that Mr. Chavez is on the waiting list. Supposedly he was supposed to have received a phone call when to begin. He claims that he received no phone call when to start. Judge, I don't know how backlogged they are there at that program. I would say get another maybe 6 week setting, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on. Does anybody know from the state how long they are backlogged and if there is a waiting list?
Judge, if I may, I have made contact in the past with Mujeres Unidas regarding the Batteries Intervention Program. They do classes once a week and it is 24 weeks long. From my understanding, they start new classes every Wednesday. I did not ask about a waiting list, but that's information that I have from them.
Okay, Mr. Chavez, you need to be more proactive as to that. Apparently new classes start every Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm not gonna keep you on with waiting to see when you decide that you're gonna take those classes. I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna, I know that the alleged victim testified already and all of that, and I accepted that testimony, but if you don't do anything from your part, then I'm just gonna not accept it, and I'm gonna go ahead and make you either go forward with a plea or go forward with a trial. So, okay, you have a very, very unique opportunity here to put this behind you, but you can't be sitting waiting around and taking it for granted that they're gonna give you a call. So you need to either visit them, contact them, do something, and ask them if you can start this Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because they're saying it's 24 weeks long, you said, Ms. Soto?
Yes, Judge, it's once a week and it's 24 weeks long.
Okay, then I'm gonna have you on my docket for an additional 6 months. So had you already started, you would have been at least, a quarter of a way through.
That's correct, Your Honor.
I need you to contact them immediately and see if you can start this Wednesday.
I'll give him a call as soon as I'm off of here.
Your Honor, if I may, you are correct. Mr. Chavez has not been proactive. We advised him that he should have been calling and trying to get in, and that hasn't been done, Judge. He was waiting for that phone call, but you're correct that he needs to be more proactive and getting these classes completed.
Because what happens, Mr. Chavez, is that you're not on their priority. They have a lot going on. They have a lot of other programs that they're going through as well, and people that are trying to get into those programs. So, you need to do it. If you want this behind you, then you need to do it.
Yes,
so, I'm gonna have you come back on August the 17th so that we can find out whether or not you got into the program.
Yes,
and that way, by then, if you did, you should have at least completed, let me see, 1, 2, like almost 8 or 9 classes. So you're gonna come back on August the 17th at 9:30. By then, I need to make sure that you're in the program. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I'll get him right away as soon as I can.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Capello?
Nothing else, Your Honor. I have no further business before this honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Jesse Contreras?
I can leave as well?
Yes, Mr. Chavez, you can leave as well. Attorney Jesse Contreras. Okay. I did see a defendant on that was, it looked like he was at work. And I know that my staff said that he stated that he was at work. I don't see that, Ms. Castaneda. Where did you see that he said that he was at work?
Ma'am, if you look at the messages, he wrote it in Spanish. He addressed it to you.
Okay. That's not my deal. You know, the thing is that there is a message from Mr. Alejandro Montalvo stating that his attorney is Hector Bustos, and that he is at work, and that he has no battery on his telephone, nor does he have a manner to charge it. I mean, we can't include everything in an email. Make sure that you have a full charge on your battery. Give me a break. So, okay, while we're waiting for Mr. Contreras,
Your Honor, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
Apologize.
Okay, what number are you on the court docket?
Oh, wow. I knew you were going to ask, but it's on Jaime de la, we have it. Hold on, Judge. Jaime de la Cerda, the number is 14, Your Honor, 14. Number 14 on your docket.
Okay, that is CR 1503557-I, State of Texas versus Jaime Gonzalez de la Cerda.
And he's present, Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. de la Cerda, please turn on your camera. Okay, so Ms. Did you file a notice of appearance on this?
We should have filed it. If not, we'll file it first. We did? Okay, we did file it. Yes, Your Honor, we did.
Okay, the clerk hasn't changed it yet, and that's how come I didn't know that was yours. Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, that she needed to do certain things before today's hearing. Pay some fines of $500, and I think that was the extent of the payment that he needed to do today. Because this is a revocation, Your Honor. It's an old revocation out there. He was on probation out of the 139, or is on probation out of the 139. So, Mr. De La Cerda, did you pay those money to Mr. De La Cerda?
I finished paying all of the restitution that I was told to pay within these past 2 months. I paid everything that I owed, which was, I think, $4,683.
Thank you, Mr. De La Cerda. I think they were going to dismiss this motion, Your Honor, in lieu of his paying the amounts that he needed to pay. Your Honor.
Okay, so I have that restitution due was $3,683.67, and that he was also supposed to pay $500 no later, I guess with an initial down payment of $500 no later than for April 16, 2021, and full restitution should be paid within 60 days. Now, so Mr. De La Cerda stating that he paid the full restitution within the time frame. So let me just have the state confirm that.
Yes, Judge, the restitution has been paid in full and the dismissal was filed yesterday.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So the dismissal was filed yesterday. So as soon as it gets placed into my queue, I will sign off on it.
Thank you, Judge. Really appreciate that.
Okay.
Hey, will we be excused, Your Honor?
You certainly may. And Mr. De La Cerda, best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Contreras. Okay, let me go down the docket. Let me see. Juan A. Ramirez, can you please? Okay, Mr. Ramirez, who is your attorney, sir?
Sergio Sanchez, Your Honor. He was here earlier, but I believe he signed off.
Okay, I did see him on and my staff was going to contact him. I believe that he was still requesting a trial setting. Is that correct? Are you still going to trial on your case?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the date because he's probably jumped into another court and we're running short on time here. So it's CR 1803107-I, State of Texas versus Juan Alberto Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez, so you're still requesting a jury trial setting on your case, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, sir. I should be able to give you a trial setting closer to the end of September. So I'm gonna have you return on September 30th.
Sure.
At 9:30. Before I let you go, let me verify. Ms. Soto, does he have a device?
I'm not showing any record of a device, Judge.
Okay, do you have a device, Mr. Ramirez, a mobile monitoring device?
I was not
Uh-huh.
assigned one, no.
Okay, all right. So then we'll see you back here on September 30th at 9:30. Please let your attorney know. If that's gonna be your same announcement at that time, I'll probably be able to give you a jury trial setting at that time.
All right, will do. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Okay, you too. Okay, Lucy's iPhone. Lucy, please announce yourself. Lucy's iPhone.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. Luz Divina Salazar.
Okay, what's your full name, ma'am?
Luz Divina Salazar.
Number 57 and 58, Judge.
Okay, ma'am. In the future, please put your full name on your screen, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have you spoken with your attorney, Javier Villalobos?
No.
Okay, so your new attorney is gonna be Sergio Sanchez?
Yes.
Okay, so, and let me see. Can somebody let me know, can the state give me an update on this?
There's a felony intake, Judge, on different transaction.
Okay, so Ms. Salazar, you have a felony pending at intake, and those usually take a little while, okay? So I'm gonna call your cases right now, CR 1814330-I and CR 20-02967-I. Ma'am, are you asking the court to allow Mr. Sanchez to substitute for Mr. Villalobos? So who?
Yes.
Okay, because that's what I have on here, and let me have my court coordinator clarify that for me. So is there a motion to substitute on file for Mr. Sanchez so that he subs in for Mr. Villalobos?
That's correct, Your Honor. The language on that order reflects that Mr. Villalobos is allowed to withdraw.
Okay, so then Ms. Salazar, are you asking the court to approve that?
Yes.
Okay, so the court is going to approve that, and as soon as that order is sent to me, I will sign off on it, and your attorney of record will now be Sergio Sanchez, okay?
Okay.
And what I'm also going to do, since you have a felony at intake, that's going to take a little while. So I'm going to set you for September the 2nd at 9:30 to see if by then your felony has been already given a case number and assigned to a court, okay?
Okay.
So you're gonna come back on September the 2nd at 9:30.
Okay.
Have you been ordered to have a mobile device?
Yes.
Okay, one moment, your attorney's coming back on. Mr. Sanchez, I'm calling your client Luz Divina Salazar, and that's CR 1814330-I and CR 20-02967-I. She is requesting that you be allowed to substitute for Mr. Javier Villalobos. The court has granted that substitution. She has a felony pending at intake. Therefore, I'm going to set her status for September 2nd at 9:30. And she was just telling the court that she has been ordered to have a mobile alcohol monitoring device. So we're just at that point. So Ms.
Thank you,
Soto,
Judge.
Ms. Soto, do you show who it is that she has that with?
I do not, Judge. If I can get that information, please, and then I will be obtaining the the records, Judge.
Ms. Salazar, who do you have your mobile alcohol monitoring device?
Lifesaver.
Okay. And what is your phone number, Ms. Salazar?
956-929-2445.
I will request the reports, Judge.
Okay, so they're gonna go ahead and request the reports, and then next time when you come on September the 2nd is when they'll run your reports and see if you've had any missed tests or any alcohol violations or any skip tests or anything that doesn't show your face on the video or anything of that sort, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna trust that if you have any issues with your device, that you're gonna get those taken care of before then, because I don't take violations lightly, okay?
Well, at first I wasn't aware I had to be sitting in the car since it's been really hot. Sometimes I stand out. Now that I've been listening all morning, I stand outside. So the camera might not show my face. But then 5 minutes later, I do it again inside the car. I don't know, but I'll change that from now on.
From now on, now that, I mean, I appreciate your honesty. So I'm letting you know your face always has to show, because if it doesn't, unfortunately, my mind's gonna just go to that, you know, you're doing something wrong. Okay?
Okay, I understand.
So let's go ahead and from now on, you need to show your face on there, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Then we'll see you back here on September 2nd at 9:30.
Okay.
Anything else on this, Mr. Sanchez?
Not on this, Judge, but I do have number 51, unrelated, Juan Ramirez.
Okay, sir, yes, Mr. Ramirez informed the court that he was still asking for a jury trial setting. So
Yes, Your Honor.
that to come back on September the 30th at 9:30, and by then I hope to have a good jury docket to put him on.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, and well, thank you for recalling the cases. I'm sorry I missed you. I was on hold for a while earlier.
I saw.
But I got called off. Your Honor, I have something on your 1:30 docket. I think that's for a PTD placement, John Mozingo. I just wanted to advise the court that I'll be ready for that.
Okay, perfect. We'll see you then.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. And you are excused, Ms. Salazar.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Attorney Eric Jarvis, I saw you get back on.
Good morning, Your Honor. Number 16 is Villalobos. I believe it's a motion to withdraw. Been asked to step in for him for that.
Okay, I did see Mayor Villalobos come on earlier, but I'm sure when he popped off, I lost him. So CR 1814160-I, State of Texas versus Abel Farias. And I think the only thing we were pending was to make sure that Mr. Farias had received proper notice of the motion to withdraw. Do you know if that occurred?
I do not, Your Honor. I do not. I didn't see anybody on with that last.
Well, I know that this is why we had given him a second setting. Let me just make sure that the order setting hearing was sent to him as well. Miss Rivera, can you verify for me, please?
Yes, Your Honor, 1 second. Yes, Judge, it did reflect the address of the defendant.
Okay, then the court will grant his motion to withdraw. Do you know if Mr. Villalobos was appointed or retained?
That I do not know, Your Honor. I know it's just a very old case, but I don't know.
He was retained, Your Honor.
Okay, okay. Then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and let Mr. Farias give him a status of August 17th at 9:30, and we'll have it mailed directly to him.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Anything else, Mr. Jarvis?
Nothing at this time, Your Honor. Thank you so much. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yes. Miss Raquel Smith, who is your attorney, ma'am?
I don't have an attorney right now. I had one, but it was we didn't agree on the same thing, so I'm in the process of getting another one.
Okay, hold on. Does anybody see what number she is on the court's docket?
Your Honor, 62 and 63.
I'm sorry?
62 and 63.
Okay, Ms. Smith, that attorney that you had, were you retaining that person or were they appointed to you?
I was never appointed one, so I didn't even know I had one appointed. So I tried to reach out to get one for my own. I just can't, what we disagreed on was just me, the amount that he was asking. I just couldn't afford it at the time.
Okay, so Ms. Smith, are you asking for the court to appoint you an attorney?
Okay, I can, yes, I guess so.
Okay, I just need to ask you a few questions before I do that. Are you currently working?
Yes.
How many hours do you work?
Right now, I work for the YMCA, so we're supposed to work at least 30 hours a week, but it's been a lot of breakouts with COVID and everything, so between 15 sometimes, maybe
Okay,
less.
and do you have minor children?
Yes, she's 7.
Okay. Do you have any other dependents that you support?
No, I just help my mom, but yeah, my mom.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, the court will find that you do qualify to have an attorney appointed to you. And Ms. Rivera, can you let me know who's next on the wheel?
Yes, ma'am. It is Lilian.
Am I still waiting?
Yes, you need to wait, Ms. Smith. Okay, go ahead.
Lilian Gutierrez, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Smith, your court-appointed attorney is Ms. Lily Gutierrez. And can I have an email for you?
Yes, it's KAILANI1127@icloud.com.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and email you that information.
Mm-hmm.
And can I also get a phone number for you, please?
832-710-2417.
Okay, ma'am. And currently you're residing outside of Hidalgo County, is that correct?
Yes, I'm in Virginia right now.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. So Ms. Gutierrez will contact you within the next few days. Please let her know that your next status hearing is on August the 17th at 9:30 a.m.
Okay. August 17th?
Yes, and when she contacts you, just stay in close contact with her, okay?
Yes, I'm trying to put it in my notes. 1 second.
I understand.
August 17th at 9:30, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. 1 second. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Am I good?
Yes, you're good to go.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
You too. Something else? Oh, there it is.
Number 17 on the court's docket, have we heard from them?
Your Honor, I did send Mr. Bustos a message. I didn't get a response.
Okay. So as of right now, Mr. Damien, start your list, number 17. And number, did Mr. Enrique Guajardo pop in?
Yes, Your Honor, I did see him. He was under Quique's iPhone.
Okay.
I do know that he was in a residence that was losing service, in a place he was losing service.
Okay, and then number 42 as well, number 43. Number 47. Number 49.
Your
Number
Honor.
54. Yes.
On number 49, Ms. Dietz had called day before yesterday, and we gave her a reset of August 19th at 9:30.
Okay. Please move her to August 17th at 9:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I said number 54. Number 61, anything on number 61?
I don't believe anybody's called in, Judge. I do see a note that there's a felony pending, but I didn't see anybody appear.
Okay. And that's all I have. Mr. Damon?
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Hilda Garza. Hilda Garza. Hilda Garza. Ryan Ethan McNamee. Ryan Ethan McNamee. Ryan Ethan McNamee. Alejandro Rojas Montalvo. Alejandro Montalvo. Alejandro Montalvo. Joshua Andre Ortiz. Joshua Ortiz. Joshua Ortiz. Maria Cristina Reyes. Maria Reyes. Maria Reyes. Julio Cesar Serrano. Julio Serrano. Julio Serrano. And I believe that's all I have, Judge.
Okay, and what says the state of these no-show defendants?
They request that a judgment not sought be granted, the case is issued, and all bond forfeit for all no-show defendants.
That'll be so granted. Okay, that concludes today's morning's criminal